Hey creative, what's up? It's your girl Jamila and welcome back to my laboratory. I'm back with another graduation craft. Today I'm going to show you how you can design, print, and press these graduation frames. Well, this can really be used for anything worth celebrating. I'll have everything I use listed in the description box below. And if you like this video, you learned something new, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Make sure you're subscribed and that bell notification's on so you don't miss any of my upcoming craft tutorials. All right, creative. So we're going to go ahead and start off in Canva. Hit create a design, and I'm going to go to custom size, and for this project I'm going to use 11 by 17 size paper. Whatever paper size you're using is what you'll want to enter right here. Okay, so once we have our blank canvas, what we're going to want to do is go ahead. So if you order these blanks from the link in my description box, I got these from Gifted Hands by Javaya.com. She includes a template. So when you purchase the frame, she'll send you an email with the template to email to go ahead and download the template. So that's super helpful. So I've already inserted the template into Canva. So it is a PDF template, and fun fact, you can upload PDFs into Canva. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab that. And this is what it looks like, okay? So now what we're going to do is we're going to, we're just going to kind of, well, let's just go ahead and do it, okay? So the first thing I'm going to do is duplicate this a couple times because I'm going to just crop out what I need in the moment, right? So for right now, let me add another page. Let me just go ahead and duplicate this page. And I'll just delete. I just work with one on the screen at a time. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and select the template, hit crop, and I'm just going to go ahead and crop this down as close as possible without actually cutting off the image. Let me zoom in a little bit, make sure that I got it good. It can be cropped a little bit more. And cropping it is really just going to help with our sizing. Okay, that seems to be really good. Okay, so I'm going to hit done. So now this is the main frame, right? And we're going to go ahead and change the size of this. I measured it, so the width is about 9. And I always give myself a little bit extra for wiggle room. So it's about 9 by 10.5. And I measured the top of this, see right here, to the bottom of the frame to get the 10.5. So we can do 9 by 10.7. That's fine. You know, I always like to do a little bit of wiggle room. So, and then I'll just go back up and repeat the process for these other parts. I'm go ahead and duplicate this page. Delete that so I can just be working with one on the screen. And I'm going to crop it. Now I just want these squares. Actually, I really don't even need the square, so we'll just move on to these numbers because I can just make my own square in Canva. Since I measured the squares that come with the frame, I already know what those dimensions are. Okay, so that looks good. Then I'll just take that and move it over here. This is just really to give me a better visual on how to design and what it'll look like. It's not exact, but it is better than just completely freestyling it, right? Okay, and then I'm just going to go ahead and group all this together. And I'm going to lock it for right now. Then I'm going to go ahead and hit the R on my keyboard to bring up a square. And the squares for my frame are 2.1. So I'm just going to go ahead and make these about 2.2. And I'm just going to go ahead and duplicate this. If you're enjoying this video so far, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you're not already. And don't forget to check out the description box for a list and links for all the materials used in this video. Select them all, hit space evenly and tidy up, and it's going to align it and space them evenly for me. Go ahead and group those together. I mean, I don't really care what color these are right now because it's just a placeholder. But I mean, if you want to change the color, you can. Just make sure it's selected, and then you'll have this option right here. You can just go ahead and change the color. Okay. So this is like a very good idea of what our frame will look like once it's all constructed, right? So let me unlock this. Now I'm going to group everything and lock it. So now that while we're designing on top of it, it won't shift or anything like that. Okay, see, I can click it and it won't move. So now I'm just going to go ahead. I know for me, I want to do like a ombre background. I love the fact, not ombre, but gradient. I love the fact that Canva updated and gives you like the little pre-gradients right here. This right here is perfect. Works great for the color I need. But I'm not going to make it the whole. Let me delete that. I just want a square of it. Okay, so this is my background. I know we just have to visualize. I'm going to put the congrats and the numbers in a different color. But right now, what you would do is just go ahead and upload your images that you want to use. Okay, so I have all my images I want to use uploaded, and just go ahead and kind of, insert them in there. This needs to be a little bit smaller. Take this and I'll just size it down to be about 2.2. So although the design I'm doing today is for graduation, this would be great for weddings, bridal showers, engagements, just so many different things. Anything where you're saying congratulations to somebody, turn it into a picture frame, okay? Because this is a great way to display all the photos and things like that. So don't think you're just limited to graduation, y'all. Use your imagination and run wild. Okay, and you can also go to elements, hit frame, or scroll down till you see the, where'd it go? There it is. Scroll down right here under the elements tab, scroll down till you see the frames. Go ahead and grab you a square. Then you have a square frame right here, and then you could just put, size that down. You just take your image and just hover it over it. And if you need to edit it, go ahead and double click it, and then you can make your adjustments. You can make it bigger if there's just a certain part you want to see, or, move it up and down, whatnot. So now that I have the design that I want, I'm going to go ahead and let me erase all. Let me ungroup, and I'm going to erase all of the black squares. Also, while we're talking about sublimation projects, I'm going to have a link in my description box for you guys for Sublimation Camp. Sublimation Camp is a pre-recorded virtual event, has over 20 videos where myself and 18 other creatives have come together, and we're teaching you everything there is to know about sublimation. Talking printer settings, color management, how to do big projects with a small printer. Like, there's just so much information, okay? So if you want to improve your sublimation or get into sublimation, the link is in my description box. So basically, when we're done designing, we're going to go ahead and get rid of all the pieces that we used as a template. I erased those black boxes. I'm moving these photos down to the bottom of the page. I'm going to go ahead and erase the congrats to 2023. The only thing that I'm going to leave is that picture in the middle, because when we actually print, that's where it's going to go on the frame. But we don't want to print anything else off of this sheet. So now I'm just going to go ahead and delete all the pieces of this template. I'm going to go ahead and take the picture frame in this picture, scoot it over to like this corner over here. Okay, So now we can go ahead and erase this frame. Well, not yet, not yet. Don't erase it yet. Hold on. Let me unlock the background, and I'm just going to take it in just a little bit. You want it to go over the line, so you make sure that it's fully covered when you're sublimating it, but you don't want, too much extra, because we're going to use this extra white space right here. We're going to hit R on the keyboard, and we're going to, for the congrats and the numbers, I'm just doing them in a solid color. So, to maximize the amount of paper I'm using, I'm going to go ahead and just stretch out an area in this color. And this is where I'm going to lay the numbers and the congratulations word. So this is what it looks like. Now I can go ahead and delete this congrats frame. And I'm just going to go ahead and save this as a PNG to my computer and go ahead and print it out. Once I have everything printed out, I'm just going to go ahead and cut off the different sections of my paper and grab my frame. Now there is a protective film on the top of this frame. You want to make sure you go ahead and peel that off before you put your design on and before you heat press it. And be super careful that you don't put your fingerprints all over this. I mean, you can use like a microfiber cloth to get it off. And Javaya says you can get some awesome like from the Dollar Tree and that'll get it off. I haven't tried it, but I mean, that's what she recommends, okay? But just be very careful because this is a glossy, it has a very glossy shine to it, and your fingerprints will be very visible, okay? So you just want to try not to touch it as much as possible. So I'm just going to go ahead and, secure everything down with some heat tape. And this is the squares that we created where I said I was going to lay the words down. So I'm just going ahead and laying down the congrats. And every piece of this has the protective film on the front, okay? So peel away from the white part. The back part is the adhesive where we're actually going to attach everything. So just peel away the front first. And I'll be securing everything to the paper with a piece of heat tape as well. And I'll be repeating this process basically for every piece of this project that needs to be sublimated on. Peeling the white, the protective film away from the white, securing it to the paper with some heat tape. And then we'll go ahead to our heat press, and we're going to be pressing at 400 degrees for 60 seconds with some very firm pressure. And then once you do that, these are the results that you should get. Isn't that so freaking gorgeous? I absolutely love it. So 400 degrees for 60 seconds for everything. The letters, the words, the main frame, everything. And go ahead and let this cool down before you peel it. I'd be so thirsty to like see the results. I'd be burning myself, y'all. But yeah, just go ahead and let it cool off before you peel it, or your fingertips is going to be gone. So this is a fairly easy project, very beginner friendly. Once we have everything pressed, now you're going to go ahead and peel the adhesive back off, and you'll just go ahead and place them on your frame in the appropriate places. But like I said, this is a very easy project, very beginner friendly, and I posted the grad caps on like TikTok and all the place, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. My inbox was blowing up, y'all, okay? So the graduation toppers, if you haven't seen that video, I'll link that for you guys. The graduation toppers, these picture frames, like your inbox is going to go crazy, okay? So y'all go ahead and make sure you grab the blanks and watch this tutorial. I mean, you've already watched the tutorial, so now you know how to do it. But yeah, just go out there and be great. Get y'all some money. Do your thing. Make it for your family, your friends, whoever it is. But okay, and she also has two types of frames. So she has some frames that have these little squares, and then she has frames without. I wanted to show you guys how to do it with the squares because it's like maybe a little bit more challenging, but if you can do it with the squares, you can definitely do it without. And the squares have like a little 3D pop out effect. So if you order the frame with the little tiles over here, you'll get some additional pieces, and one of those are little squares that you just attach to the back like this and stick it to the frame, and it just raises it up a little bit to give it like that 3D effect. But that is it. And it also comes with these acrylic stands. It has some masking paper on it that you'll just pull away. And this is what you get, you guys. Very glossy, very beautiful, very easy project to do. Again, everything is listed in the description box of this video. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, I'll see you later. Oh yeah, and this is what it looks like with the stand. So it stands up. Pretty cool. All that's included when you order these. Until the next video, you guys, I'll see you later.